Hi, everyone.
We're back.
Wow.
It's been a journey and a half, eh?
It's been a it's can't even describe it, but we just really felt that it was time to come back. And yeah, just talk about all the changes that are happening at the moment and how even we've been talking so much and like together throughout since the time that we last recorded.
Mm.
And just how now we are living everything that we'd kind of talked about before. And we just really wanted to support people support all of you who are going through the same things that we're experiencing right now.
Yeah, and really we supported each other so much in this on this journey. And now it's like time. We were giggling before. We said, no, it's time. We have to come back.
We have to, yeah. And just we want to be more present. We want to be more just available to support everyone during this time. And we've just been through so much learning as you're experiencing as well. And so, some of the main things really is really being heart-centered during this time, because not only astrologically are we going through so many things, but we've also got the sun, flaring, and it wasn't flaring so much when we were recording, but now
it's so regular now. It's just like we don't really have a breather in between. You just get hit up and hit up and hit up again and again and again. And everything is coming up because of all that influence, all the light and the new codes coming in. And there's nobody can hide anymore. It's like we have to do the work now.
That's right. Yeah. And so it's just really important to be present with all that and to see what the learning is as you go through it, because it's not easy. But there's joy in it as well. We were just saying that the more that you can, go through it, but then be able to come into the laughter and the joy, the more easier you're going to find this period as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. And because it has been a little bit tough and heavy, and I don't know if you guys experienced it as well, but it's really like, okay, it's actually the triggers that are coming up. It's not really the other people, the other experiences, everything that we see. We really have to look inside now and see where it stems from. And you might be surprised how much it is all the way back to childhood. And yeah, that's what I felt like recently. It's been, yeah, such a big journey of realizing all these things. And then when it does happen, you realize and go, oh my God, it's stemming all the way back to that.
Yeah.
And then all that freedom comes in and you shuffle free. But yeah, the work is really to look at it.
Yeah.
And not to go like, oh, that's because of that influence from out there.
So the more that you can not blaming or putting it on the outside, the more empowered you're going to be to make the shifts that you need to, and the learning. And then that's what's going to open up your path and really accelerate you forward. So, yeah, we just want to sort of give you this short message, just to let you know that we're back and we want to, support you all again and be really here and present. So, we might take out a few little cards and
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah, good idea. Let's see. I actually had these two little stones that wanted to come in as well. They were on my card. So the bloodstone, really good for detox, the shedding, letting go. It's great for the heart, actually, physically as well. Great blood cleanser physically. I've still got my favorite cards here. And I got some other ones, but you see us more often now, more regular. So let's see any messages just for our beginning of our returning and the first message for our connection here. All right. Wow, interesting. So I got the Thief as the first card, number 18, which turns into a 9 in numerology. And then I got on the bottom of the deck, the Leaving, which is 54, which also turns into a 9. So I felt like the message was the thief, like the thief of time. The thief is actually not necessarily like fitting to our conversation from before, not necessarily a person that's coming in to steal something, but actually what has been holding us back, and what was it that stopped us from evolving. That's what I hear with him. And the 54 that was on the bottom of the deck after that, feels like it's about leaving the old situations behind and actually really packing up, which doesn't mean physically you need to leave, but as in changing our old paradigm. This is about stepping onto the new journey and where we are not the victim either. That's what it feels like. Yeah, they're the two messages that I get very, like, to keep it in a nutshell as well.
That's beautiful. And also when I see that little, thing that he's carrying, it's almost like the load that we've been carrying our whole lifetime of all the conditioning that we adopted that wasn't ours and all that type of stuff. And it's about letting that go now. So
it's a family, even the old family dynamics and things we've taken on from ancestors that we maybe not even be aware of. And we had that since birth with us because it's never been cleared. And now it's time to really shed all of that.
That's beautiful.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So I had some that wanted to come in as well. So it's got this yellow Andara, which is for me the joy. So remember that joy, even though we're going through difficult times at times, and might be going through roller coasters every day. When you do have those moments of, oh, okay, you can breathe, go into the joy, because that's going to really help to bring up your energy and vibration. And then I've got the kyanite, which is for psychic, intuition and all that type of stuff. So the message around really trusting yourself, and that means not in your head, but going into your heart and really feeling into what's right. And the more that you can stay out of that headspace of analyzing, the more that you can trust yourself, the more that it's just going to unfold much more perfectly than trying to make decisions with, the mind is our servant. It shouldn't be the one that's leading us. And let the heart guide you, and it will, as you learn to trust yourself, it will just become stronger and stronger.
I actually felt the Andara, funnily enough, in the heart.
Did you?
It's like, oh, yeah. And for me, kyanite also is really good for the auric field, to repair and cleanse the auric field. So yeah, such a beautiful, it's nearly like a little sword.
A little sword, this one.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to shuffle my favorite tarot. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Right. So very interesting. We've got the Four of Swords, and this is about healing, taking time to rest. So just a message around, we are going through big times at the moment, and some it might be, what is that about? But really, if you can take time to rest and look after yourself, especially, when it does feel quite intense, the more that you can just let it, I just sort of see it sort of settling into yourself, and all those shifts and changes can come more easily. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is just about taking it step by step. So you don't need to have it all completed and done. Just take it little bit by little bit, and it will just unfold as it's meant to. And actually, you don't need to know what the next step is. You just need to be here right now, and it will come to you. So it's about trusting the journey.
Yeah, nice. The presence and awareness. I think it's not even possible to go so far ahead, is it? There's so much, so much. So, don't feel like you're in overwhelm. We are all going through it at the moment. And sometimes you are hit by 10 things in one day. And it just keeps going, and that little roller coaster. And yeah, I think the resting is really good. I can really relate to that as well, where you actually take time and reflect, and where you say, oh, I actually need time for myself today.
Yes, yeah.
Important, hey?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yay. Well, those are the hopefully short messages that make sense to you all. And we'll be back very soon. But happy to see you all, and take care in the meantime.
Yeah, big love from New South Wales to everybody from the Byron Shire.